Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuned in to the False Graves podcast. I'm your host, AK Baby Doo, the Lightbringer.
And I was the fur man.
The moon and star come to me through fire and war. Oh, oh, come Nerevar, come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh, lay down your weapon, it is not too late for my mercy. Oh, oh, come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. Oh, oh, oh.
So, what are we, 72 days now on this quest to be more popular than ass and titties.
I didn't think numbers went that high.
Well, get ready for a lot more of them.
Oh, Lord.
Because it's not an easy journey, but it is a long one.
Well, ass and titties has got us beat by about 20 million years, so we got a few to catch up on.
Yeah, well, you know. In the future, no one dies, so we can make it up.
Oh, that'd be fine.
Yeah. Living forever, evolving, being more popular than ass and titties. These are the things we have to look forward to.
Man, I can't wait to see what humans are going to grow next. I hope it's wings. That'd be sick.
The next appendage will have to surpass in popularity.
Oh, it's probably going to be like a finger in the middle of your chest, something.
If we grew wings, that might surpass ass and titties. At least for a brief period.
Yeah, but they'd have to be pretty. Like, not like bat wings, because people would be like, oh, look, it's foreskin, man.
Yeah, you put all three together. Wings, ass, and titties.
Oh, you're done. You're cooked.
I mean...
That's why we got angles, man. Up in heaven.
So, we got some people in the chat. Cool rug, Furman.
Thank you.
Not much of a rug left. His hair is not seen healthier days. This is the healthiest I've ever seen it.
Well, after seeing how many viewers we got last time, I had a Britney moment.
Yeah.
You know.
So we're gonna speak some about the inauguration tonight, but one of these comments brings up a question. I'm curious to get your take on. Trump loves ass and titties. Now I agree. That's probably a true statement.
Oh, that's a universal truth right there, bud.
But I've always wondered, do Trump and Melania still actually get along? And you've got some people who say yes, some people say no. But what I've seen ever since Trump survived the assassination attempt, I see a lot of diehard conservatives looking at Melania with the same stern, detached face she had his first 4 years. And now superimposing this belief that she will never forgive what they tried to do to her husband. She will never forgive. Like, they're saying this is the reason her face looks the way it does now.
Yeah, it's not because people won't shut the fuck up about Stormy Daniels. Nah. I mean, what?
Completely ignoring the fact that the first 4 years, she for some reason had the same exact stern, reclusive face. Yeah, literally.
Oh, I thought that was due to being Russian. I thought that was like one of their traits. You got to look serious all the time.
That's true. You can get, and that's another, take. It was just because she's, like an ex-Russian model, and they have that look.
Yeah, there's enough Botox in that body to fill out every face in California.
I, for one, like to think there is still some romance left in the Trump-Melania marriage.
Oh, I bet there is. He comes in, Melania, I'm gonna need you to suck my dick. No. I swear to God, I will have you deported tomorrow. I'm the most powerful man. Everybody's saying it. Everybody knows it.
True. So, but are they still in love? What do you think?
Love is a very strong word. It kind of feels like the borders between Ukraine and Russia. Like, we're not enemies.
Yeah.
But we're not friends.
Yeah. They got a family together. They're a political couple. yada yada. But did you see her outfit at the inauguration?
Oh yeah,
I mean, it was cold.
just straight chilling,
Straight business. You couldn't even see her eyes.
man. At that
She
point,
kept that hat right at that level.
yeah, but if she showed up in a burqa, which technically I think that should be cold weather gear for like any person, really.
Yeah. Burkas are cool.
Yeah, you look like a ninja, have all the flexibility of a blanket.
All men should replace their baseball hats with burkas
Oh yeah,
and babushkas.
yeah, seriously, because like then we could finally stop sinning so
Yeah.
much in
Like,
this country.
A$AP Rocky had that song Babushka Boys.
Ooh,
And that song, vibed with me on a spiritual level.
Mm.
Like, it sent me right there to the Lord, listening to that.
man, A$AP Rock, man, it's been a hot minute since I even thought of them.
But, yeah, the inauguration. Pretty good speech. I liked his speech.
I liked it better than Billy Ray Cyrus's performance.
Yeah, he didn't give one.
Exactly. Just saying, like if the most powerful president that's ever presidented in the presidentials were to tell you to come out and sing, and then you're just like dooskies.
Hey, 8 viewers, thanks for tuning in.
Pew 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 pew. Check it out.
If you're just tuning in, leave us a comment, leave us a like. Got someone asking, how about that church service Trump attended with the crazy bishop lady? I thought it was kind of funny to watch him have to endure that talk. One of the things I do think conservatives get wrong is they're a little bit too zealous in their conservative ways, like screw the poor, screw the illegals, screw the minorities.
All things that Jesus hates, by the way.
Yeah, of
every
course.
single one.
And to a degree, there's some people who just want a better country, and then there's some people who legitimately like love these ideas
more than the country or their fellow
and
man.
I thought this lady, obviously it was a disgraceful service, but what I wish Trump would have responded to her directly, and the message I would have loved to have had him give was, look, those are good and all, but strength has to come before passion. Law and order has to come before compassion. You can't have compassion without law and order. You can't.
Well, I mean, unless you're Joe Biden. I mean,
When all the neighborhood teenagers show up at your house and just start fucking partying for 3 months straight, you might like those kids.
but the first time you come into a shit in your sink, you're like, all right, guys, it's time to reel it in.
Yeah, and so I think America's currently in a state where we've lost a lot of the law and order. We've lost a lot of the normal structures that we've maintained, and if you want to be compassionate again, well, we got to sling some shit first. Like you got to go hard.
Well, I mean, we could and we can't because, like, if we bring in the military on that's a little 1982, just a smidgen. But what I would have loved more than anything if Trump would have like played a fucking joke on her, like when he walks into the church, just like have some smoke pellets on him or something, like
Yeah. But it's like, okay, you go, they don't care about illegals. They don't care about the people who are trying to come to this country for a better future. Well, look, there has to be law and order. There has to be a system where people come in by like a legal system, not just willy-nilly.
I don't know about that. They're doing it pretty fucking good, dude.
So boundaries are so important for sanity and good things. And I felt like that lady was just speaking to just the compassion side, nothing to do with the naivety to go, you don't need any of these things.
We just gotta love one
just
another.
love one another. Just love all people.
All the time, forever, no matter what they do. Matter of fact, dude, that's one thing that kind of boils me over with some people's families,
Hey, 10 viewers. Thanks for tuning in.
I got a question for you, though.
But yeah, before we get off, watching Trump and JD and his whole family sit there, I thought that was hilarious. JD looked at Trump at one point like you hearing this?
Fucking for real, dude. And then Trump just leans over. Yeah, no fucking way.
Trump just lets out a big sigh, looks down.
I would just love for him to be sitting there on his phone. JD just like looks at his phone.
But one thing I'm not sure about, I guess modern Catholicism is a little more liberal. But aren't women not supposed to be pastors and heads of church? Isn't that like part of the Christian tradition, or am I wrong there?
Look, all I know about the Catholic faith is one, there's a lot of kitty diddlers in it. Two, it's like Christianity but with more guilt.
Yeah.
So like it's that, and they like rosary beads.
Yeah.
Those are the three things I know.
But a female pastor's like not tradition. It's not textbook.
They had to let a few females in because all the male ones, you know, they got a bad rap. It's kind of hard to reach the children.
I'm surprised the
reach them.
Trump team didn't like screen that shit first. Like she had to do like a pre-sermon.
All right, we're going to talk about compassion. Get her out of here. Next. Just start swiping, more priests come in.
I do feel like we've hit a point in America's like social cycle where compassion is about to fully go out the window.
What are you talking about? Joe Biden, before he left office, gave people $740 to replace their homes. I mean, in LA.
Yeah. And so, and another thing that came out today was Trump redacted one of the policies that go way back about employers can't discriminate against age, religion, sex, marital status, like those criteria.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's been posted in every break room since
Oh, yeah.
I've been an adult. He rescinded that. And so at least, I don't know if he had the power to do that or whatnot, but now employers can discriminate basically as much as they like. And I actually think that is a good policy, and I'll explain why.
See, like, I think that there's good in that policy, but there's a lot of bad that could happen with that policy.
As somebody who has employed people or is in a company that, you know, obviously I make decisions surrounding employing people, one of the worst situations for you or the employee is when you both hate each other and you can't do anything about it. So, like, my argument is if a company's ran by just the worst country, racist, whatevers, and you're an African American and you join that company, do you really want to work with that group of people?
I mean, how good's the money, though? Like, how good are we talking here? Because, like, if they have health benefits, I could get past casual.
My whole take is employer and employee relationship should be they both like each other. I don't care for what reason. If you don't like your employer, your employees don't like you, you shouldn't be bound by law to continue to coexist, right?
Oh. I'm sorry, it lit up green. I've never seen it do that before.
That's because the chat is popping off.
But I think that you're right in that instance, but I don't think that you should be hated for like who you are.
No, you should not be hated by who you are, but at the same time, I think companies don't get the rights, as many rights as they should have.
Do you think this is due to the upturn of cat people and, you know, dog?
Yeah,
people?
and there's the comment, which is basically my opinion just summed up. If you don't like your job, you can leave at any time.
Mm.
And my argument is if your employer doesn't like you, you'd be better off finding another place to work. Like, it's better to have all the hate out in the open.
Just be done with it.
Because let's say you manage to keep your job at a company for some legal reason. Do you think your employer is then going to just consider you a great employee that will then move up in the company? Like,
yeah, but what happens to all the Geminis that are going to get fired? Is it okay to fire them just because of their astrological signs?
Well, as a Gemini, we swap personalities. So you can always just swap to your alter ego at any point to keep your job.
Now you're using your noodle.
Yeah.
What about the Sagittariuses? They got like 3 parts.
They're screwed. And the Cancers, they're gone too.
No more Cancer.
Nope.
Oh.
What's the most hated astrological sign?
The goat fish. I feel like that's just reaching too much.
The goat fish?
Yeah, the goat fish. It's like got hooves and then it's got like a tail. I think it's got like eagle wings or whatever the fuck. It's just reaching too hard. That the guy who made that with everybody else in the group, they were like, okay, we're gonna keep this pretty close together.
Yeah.
But we're all gonna have a gimmick. And he was like, I a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
But also, it's kind of like that law was kind of not even used anyway. Like, for an example, you can't discriminate due to sex, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you own a strip club, a regular straight strip club, and a man applies to be a stripper. By law, the reason you can't hire him can't be because he's a man.
I would pay anything. He's just sitting in front of the judge. Your Honor, it's always been my dream to go up there and just shake my ass for crumpled dollar bills from creepy men. And this man won't let me.
So we got somebody in the chat, I think, speaking to your soul, because Adley Studios, you just picked the criteria that Furman picks his jobs through.
Mm.
They said, I start a new job for 2 reasons. What do the titties and ass look like, and where's the smoking area?
Oh, yeah, both of them. Bro, speaking of my soul here.
This man has tried to get a job just having scoped out the ass and titties beforehand.
Oh, my God. There was once where this man worked, and I came in looking for a job, and this woman walked by me. She could shake the whole building with the cheeks. I wanted to get a job so bad, but I had to have qualifications and a master's degree and 10 years in the service.
Yep.
I just wanted to talk to her, though. But apparently she was just a visitor, and I can't stalk her to her car.
Man, it's a crazy world we're living in. But in Trump's world, maybe that'll be allowed again.
Oh, God, I hope she's still there. Thickums if you're still there.
But got somebody else going. They felt so relieved on Tuesday morning when there was no assassination attempts, and that was refreshing.
I feel like it would have added just a little bit of spice.
A little bit of spice.
Just a little bit.
They did it indoors, so that helps.
Yeah, which I'm sorry, but like I can't even get to the inauguration until we talk about Joe Biden just pardoning fucking everybody right before he leaves. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, all these files about how I'm supposed to help the country.
Fauci got that pardon.
Because he knew he wasn't gonna fucking get it from Trump.
I'm on Twitter and I'm seeing comments about I know this is made up, but if it isn't, this is just hilarious. I'm seeing some comments on Twitter about how Russia is open to ending the war on the condition that Trump extradites Fauci to Russia so he can be tried as a criminal in Russia.
And we're against that.
Maybe not. I mean, if that's real, I think Fauci's going to be on the next plane out of here.
Oh my God! Could you imagine they just get him on some 2x4s? Like they just get him. He died to end the war.
Somebody going, for real though, why do you need a pardon if you didn't do some illegal shit?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
dude, that's what I'm.
So not to defend Biden here, but if you look at the American legal system, we are printing laws as quickly as we're printing money, and basically we're hitting a point where everything's illegal now. You don't know it, but us drinking this water on stream, that's illegal.
Water.
Those air quotes Furman just did, in the wrong state, that's life in prison.
Doing this sign in New York will get you killed. This, if you pop and lock in front of the White House, oh, it's over. It's over, man.
Yeah. Now, I'm not a fan of Fauci in the slightest.
I still have trouble understanding what he did.
There is a moment in COVID where I swear this is an unfindable clip. Have you ever? There's a few clips in my life where I'm like, I have to find this, and it's unfindable.
Mm.
And there's a couple that stand out. There's like a different version of Fauci saying this.
Mm.
It's a watered down version. And I've tried to find this clip, but I remember one of the Trump press conferences during COVID. He used to do daily conferences to update the American people on COVID. And Fauci was up there with him. And and you might find the clip, the watered down clip, because he's talked about this multiple times, but there was a time where Fauci got to talking about Tinder, hookup culture. And after saying people shouldn't be doing this and this and this, like all these things that are good and people like to do. No, don't do those. But when he was asked about hookup culture, well, what if you get a booty call on Tinder? Can we still go smash? And Fauci responded with, yeah, for sure. Like, just make sure it's safe sex and you're safe about it, and you ask if they've got COVID symptoms. But yeah, if you guys want to go smash, that's okay. But if you want to go see your dad on his deathbed while he has cancer,
I mean, he doesn't sound like a guy that wears a mask. I mean, a ventilator maybe, but
I remember he gave the green light on hookup culture, but actual like family activities, nah, fuck that shit. Family friendly stuff, nah, screw that.
I also love like all the arbitrary rules that used to come out too. It was like stay 6 feet away, stay out of work for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hot sauce enemas.
Don't go to church, but yeah, go hook up with whoever. Yeah, that was the policy.
But what if the church is where you're hooking up? Think about it.
How
guys.
dare you go get some spiritual comfort? No, you need some physical comfort.
I mean, it does me a lot of good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
but
I made sure during COVID, you can go ahead and put this down in the books, boys. I made sure that every single one of them was wearing a mask. Condoms were optional, but the mask stayed on. You know, we got to stay true to the American people.
Dude, that was the craziest time. And then there was even like the mask porn era. Like
I can
you're
breathe.
Sucking somebody's dick, but he's wearing a mask.
I mean, what is it?
People are so stupid. As a society, we were so stupid.
Well, we can turn anything into it. I've seen pterodactyls go at it before, so like it's a fair game out there, honestly.
Yeah. But thank God that era is over,
dude.
Now a couple bad looks.
Ooh.
That Trump has, a couple bad looks. Not that he's necessarily heading it up, but there was the AI talk he was talking about, and Larry Ellison, he's the founder of Oracle, he's very wealthy, was talking about how with AI we can start creating expedited vaccines. We're going to be able to create vaccines faster than we've ever made them. And I'm like, the Trump base is not the base that wants to hear about speedy vaccines. Like,
plus, I really don't want machines producing our medicine just yet till we get all the bugs worked out, because 1-0 off and you've got
I'm like, that's the kind of energy, and I'm not saying all vaccines are bad, but I am saying that's not the right look for the time, like for this moment in time.
Hey, we're gonna be able to put a lot of doctors out of work.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But yeah, and did you know that we're back down to 2 genders?
We ever left those?
Yeah, we're back down to only male and female, I've heard.
Now, see, I believe that there should be a third one, and that's trans. You've transitioned. Makes sense to me. 74 of them because it's Tuesday and my shirt's red and I'm feeling a little bit wacky. Now I'm a demigod, semi-heterosexual, bisexually romantic. Insert vowel here.
Yeah. But I do think a lot of common sense was brought back. A lot of the executive orders were just no nonsense, common sense executive orders, etc. It was a good look overall. I'm going to go on a quick rant. One thing that really pissed me off about Trump was I'm a crypto guy. I have money in crypto, yada yada. And the bull run, I think, has got a couple months left. It's getting near its end. This cycle, in my opinion, is coming to a close.
Is this the buy-in cycle or the sell cycle?
We're getting close to the sell-off.
Okay.
Like, this is definitely going to be the last year.
I mean, if you say so, again, I've got enough money to maybe get an Arby's ham and cheese slider after this. So,
and so right before the inauguration, Trump launched a meme coin, Trump coin, right? And it went for a meme coin, this was the greatest success of all time. Like, there'd never been an asset that grew as quickly as Trump coin. It went from like nothing to $60-70 billion market cap in 2 days. And it was going so well. Like, The crypto markets as a whole were all green. I'm a big fan of Solana. I believe in it as a chain. I believe in it as a coin. Nothing was benefiting more than Solana.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, literally days before or a day after, decides, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and drop Melania coin as well. Instantly, his own coin tanks. There's a massive sell-off. The whole market dips, goes into chaos. And then, okay, that's fine and all. I didn't like it. Okay. Inauguration day, surely after being a meme coin launcher himself, he's going to mention the strategic Bitcoin reserve. We're going to get the strategic Bitcoin reserve. The markets are going to pump to Valhalla. We're going to call it a day. It's going to be great, right?
If you say so.
He doesn't even mention crypto at all. Doesn't even mention it. So I'm very disappointed in that.
I'm sorry your robot money didn't get talked about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, but
he had the potential to make it the best crypto day of all time.
Now the question, what the hell is a Bitcoin reserve?
Yeah, so a Bitcoin reserve is basically the government will accumulate Bitcoin like gold, like a gold reserve, but with a digital asset like Bitcoin.
Fake place for fake money to sit fakely, because it's just numbers, isn't it?
I'm a Bitcoin maxi. I do think over the next 10 years, Bitcoin will become basically the global currency.
Well, it's gonna, because we're all gonna have Skynet and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, at that.
So it makes sense to accumulate it.
Well, dude, I've seen homeless people with the fucking card swipers, so like, yeah. I could see it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already on digital money, which the whole point of that was so that way we wouldn't have to carry around cash.
And then the next day after the inauguration, somebody asked him about his meme coin, and he goes, they're like, "What about your meme coin, sir? What about your meme coin?" And he goes, "What about it? I haven't checked it." And he goes, "Well, you've made a lot of money, sir." And
Yeah.
Trump goes, "How much?" And they go, "Well, multiple billions." And Trump says, "That's peanuts."
Well, I mean, to him it is. I mean, he's went into bankruptcy for more than he's probably
Yeah.
made.
But that was just hilarious.
Wait, is it legal for him to have a coin? I mean, he's not allowed to own a business while in office.
Yeah, I think that era's kind of dying.
What do you mean?
Like those laws.
It shouldn't. Because I can see Trump coming out with like a flavor of Mountain Dew and then everybody buying it and fucking drinking it around him and shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
And then we got Elon Musk hitting the Hitler salute. You've seen that.
No, I did not.
You have not seen that.
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. So the inauguration night, Musk gave a speech and he did like the Hitler like salute. And not that it's a huge deal, but people are going nuts about it. Some people are saying, "Oh, it's the Roman salute. It's not Hitler." Yada yada.
Okay, wait. Are we talking here or here?
You just have to see it.
Okay, because I can see him like doing a wave, like, and people being like, "Oh, that's Hitler," but like,
Chat, was it a Hitler salute?
Was it
Or was it Roman? What was it? But either way, I don't think he's a Nazi or anything.
He runs Twitter. Like that
so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean the odds of it are.
Have we stopped to consider Elon might actually be Hitler from an alternative timeline?
He's just really progressive. The Jews not so bad this time around, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like if you look at his backstory, it sounds like bullshit. So you're from South Africa, yeah, and your dad owned an emerald mine, yeah, and you made the only payment for basically every platform.
Dude,
for the early
one thing
2000s.
I didn't know about Elon's story, because I knew his dad was considered semi-abusive. Like that's like a talked about thing, and his dad's still alive. But his dad impregnated Elon's stepsister.
The fuck? What kind of like Yeah, this is a supervillain origin at this point. Like, what?
Yeah, so and it's not like they were far apart in age. So, yeah. Apparently, Elon's dad started showing an interest in his stepsister when she was 16.
A lot of interest, apparently.
And yeah, they have a kid. They have a kid together.
Maybe that's how they do out in South Africa. You know, it's more like South Alabama.
Bro was in Auschwitz with Ben Shapiro last year doing talks against anti-Semitism. He was probably just reliving his past life.
He's just checking the scoreboard, just making sure that he's still had it up there.
Yeah.
It's like they show him the place with all the boots and glasses. He's like, got him. Fuck.
Yeah, if you Adlace, if you throw that link in, I'll put that in and look at it later.
What are we talking about? The salute?
They're gonna link a clip or something.
Oh, sick.
But yeah. So it's a pretty big day. Pretty big day.
Oh yeah, dude, didn't Elon Musk also as like a kid get thrown down a flight of stairs? Like as a little boy?
Yeah, I think so.
Jesus. Yeah, dude, when he turns on us.
Also, did you see Zuckerberg looking at that rack? So Jeff Bezos's girlfriend wore a blazer with a bra, an exposed like lingerie bra.
Yeah, like fuck it.
Yeah. And Zuckerberg got caught taking a peek.
Okay, he might be human. He might be human. I mean, we've all been there. We've all been there.
I don't understand the relationship between Bezos and Lauren Sanchez. That's his girlfriend.
Oh, he has a lot of money and she knows how to hold
Well,
her
don't get me
breath.
wrong. She's pretty attractive, but for what she is, Bezos could have done a lot better, in my opinion. Well, he's
a billionaire,
a billionaire, and he's not in bad shape for his age. Like, he's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he's eating like fucking virgin cows.
Well, and he's on
shit.
like TRT and steroids and whatnot.
Dude, he's actually got to have a doctor that knows what the fuck that he's talking about.
But he's quite attractive, and he's with a I think like an ex-news reporter who's got like a ton of Botox, huge fake lips,
big set of tits apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first qualifier for me.
And I just feel like he could do better.
Maybe he just went on Tinder and went swiped once and he was like, got it. Boom. Nailed it. Dude, could you imagine trying to be on Tinder with like as him?
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be impossible to find somebody.
It'd be impossible to get through your results. It'd be impossible to clear your inbox.
Oh, seriously, dude. And that's the problem. It's like, do you really want me for me? Yes, but also $1 billion if you got it kicking around.
Yeah.
I mean.
But so they were all there. So you had the TikTok CEO, OpenAI CEO, Zuck, Apple CEO, Musk. People are saying this is the beginning of the American oligarchy.
It's already been in place. We just got a name. We got a face to it now. Seriously. Oh, by the way, TikTok got back.
Yeah. And that's a good point, though. You say we got a face to it now. So one of the things that all the criticisms the people on the left are giving of this oligarchy, and upside, not that I necessarily believe this is the beginning of the American oligarchy. At least we know who these people are. With Biden, who knows who is telling them what to do?
Well, I mean, you know what the best part about them having faces is? So we can shoot those faces. Not that we would, or that we support that.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But it's good to know that if you want to go ahead and take down the kingpin, where the fuck the kingpin is.
Exactly. I wish there was a way to just link the email, but yeah.
You're the tech wizard Bitcoin boy. I'm just here for so that way I don't have another Britney moment.
Eli, put our email in the chat. I can't actually type it in the chat. Eli, if you're out there, put our email in the chat, please. Two bro pushing pod. Put it in the chat for us. Thank you. Yeah, we got our editors on the job.
He's our Jamie. And my hero, because like I just see him like slap the keyboard and then shit happens. It's magic.
But yeah, and TikTok has returned.
Which I think it's hilarious whenever all the TikTokers thinking that it's going to be gone forever.
I knew it wouldn't be gone. Anything that makes that much money can't stop existing.
Yeah, I think though, and this would be funny to me, is if we started taxing TikTok and then giving that money to the people. But you know, that's just me.
Yeah, well, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Taxes are going away.
Oh, I hope. Oh, God. I pray to God. Like, if we could just have imaginary money, that'd be fine with me. I want taxes to go away. I had to pay my land taxes today, like $2,000.
Yeah, well, nothing beats paying to own something you already own.
Yeah, nothing like paying rent.
There's going to come a point where estate taxes are as bad as rent, and then it's going to be like, what's the fucking point?
I mean, yeah, I'd say that you're wrong, but you're fucking right.
But yeah, it's crazy. But TikTok got brought back. I thought it was funny that as it was going down, it said Trump's promised to work with us. And then as it came back up, it said Trump work with us.
Thank you, Daddy Trump.
And I'm like, I know he's talking about they still have to give co-ownership to America, yada yada. But if TikTok stays around, we are never going to hear the end of it from Trump. Like, that's a brag he is going to have till the end of time. It's bringing TikTok back.
The economy's in the trash. TikTok.
They wanted it back. The people wanted it.
We can forgive you for a few war crimes, I guess. We've all been there.
Yeah, I did see that that interview with Mike Johnson. Somebody's talking about Mike Johnson. He's I want to say Speaker of the Republican House, or Speaker of the House, because Republicans had the majority. Talking about how Biden didn't know what he was actually signing when he was doing an executive order.
Oh, so just the 95 people that are supposed to break this shit down for him so he can make an informed decision just left the fucking room. They were just gone.
Yeah, and they're having this discussion, and he's going, well, this is what you're signing. And Biden goes, no. What I signed was for this.
This is to pardon that Harambe fellow, right?
And so that was extremely concerning, but not surprising. I mean, we've expected that kind of thing was probably going on behind closed doors the whole time.
Oh God, I think that the Secret Service should have tripped him while he was walking out.
Do you think the CIA is running the country like a shadow organization? A lot of people do.
Couldn't be. I mean, otherwise they'd do a better fucking job of it.
Well, maybe the intent of the job is to create chaos.
For what purpose? Like, fuck.
Well, but I've talked about this before. If you're in a powerful position, chaos is quite good at the bottom. Like, people fighting amongst themselves is quite good for the top.
It is and it isn't. Like, we could have evolved, like, so far as a human species if we could all just come together. And if we had one country just do that,
yeah,
we'd be kicking ass right now.
True.
There wouldn't be any homeless people. There wouldn't be any mental diseases and crap like that. We would have already had that solved because, like, in the last, 40 years, we've had more developments than, 2,000 years.
Yeah. I'm just saying, in a global economy, the people in the most powerful positions might not care so much about American interests. Like, even if you're an American elite, you could always just go hang out in Shangri-La or go to Singapore or
Bangkok or whatever.
Wherever.
Cock. I'm sorry.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, if you're an elite group in the U.S., you might not care so much about benefiting the U.S. anymore.
Well, I mean, again, and also, oh, God. Yeah, that actually brings up another topic that I kind of wanted to breach today. Like, with the advent of all these stay-at-home AI jobs, now they're starting to get outsourced out of the country. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you think that America should be this great big melting pot? Which I think that we should just take the best and the brightest from everybody because fuck them, we deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big believer in competition. If we can't compete, then it is morally right that we underperform. I mean, we have to compete.
Yeah.
We have to compete.
I mean,
That's why they don't want you to realize your true potential, Furman. That's what the chat's saying.
Shit.
They don't want you to realize your potential.
If I finally did reach my potential, I'd be unfucking stoppable.
The Furman's peak form has yet to be realized.
Nah.
I'm predicting 5 to 6 years from now,
I mean,
you're going to achieve your peak form.
Well, I mean, I planned on only living to like 50, so yeah, that gives me a good 15 years to coast on that.
Yep.
I mean,
once we start doing the Lamborghini streams, I think we're going to take off a little bit more.
and we're not going to do that thing that all YouTubers do, right?
What do all YouTubers do?
Like, they reach this level, and then like all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, Mr. Beast like dug a mass grave in his backyard. KSI actually kicks babies in the head. You know, no big deal.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have to do like a really shitty apology video.
Well, we won't apologize.
Okay.
That's one of the things we're going to commit to.
awesome.
So even if we commit a war crime, we're just going to say, yeah, we enjoyed it.
So okay, we're gonna pull a page from Canada's book. Look, I'm not gonna lie. When somebody told me like half the rules in the Geneva Convention are because of Canada, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they
fucking
went
way.
ahead and gained the reputation of being the nicest people.
Yes, because they know they can fucking kill you. They can do it.
Yeah.
They're just not gonna.
Every war that's ever been won is done by divide and conquer. What makes you think our government doesn't rule by the same policy?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But why is it at war with the people when it's meant to serve the people? Like, that's the whole reason for the government.
Yeah.
I think it was old Benjamin Franklin that said, yo, cut that shit out to taxes, right?
The thing about serving the people, detachment is so real. And I don't think people, if you've been in both positions, you understand how detached you become to people.
The disparity of it.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, there's no substitute for firsthand responsibility of people. And what I mean by that is let's say you're a regular employee and you have a ton of coworkers and you become their manager. You'll likely care about those people. You'll likely care.
Yeah.
If you are opted in, you're an outside hire, the likelihood you're going to care about those people is very minimal. And then when you have a government that's politically based and you have political families where literally dad was a politician, brother's a politician,
Mom's a politician.
You're working your way to be a politician. Your whole life has been detached from actually helping people because there's levels to it. And when you get to that position, I think you just don't care. Like, I don't think they care about helping people too much. Most of them in office don't.
Okay, so it's kind of a spin on the old Stalin quote. One death is a tragedy. 1,000 is a statistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel that, though. I feel that because, like, if you're just coming into a new job, your only thing that you're thinking about is saving your own ass, making sure that you are okay.
Well, and not only that, but when people tend to care, they tend to care about the people they're closest to. And so, like, when you think of a big company, part of the reason why the executive board makes so much money isn't just because they have the power position, but it's because they're all friends with each other. They're all in the same meetings together. And so when more money comes to the company to give out, they're like, hey, Tom, who I talk to every day, who's the chief whatever blah blah officer. Well, I know his family. I know his kids. I want to see him,
thrive.
Yeah, I want to see him be able to get his wife a Range Rover this Christmas. But the guy, like, the average working Joe who's never talked to this guy, who's never met this guy.
He could have a whole huge ass family, like 47 kids.
But he's not so cared about because he's not known.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of hard for the CEO to go door to door, basically, to every one employee and be like, "Hello, hi, my name is. It's good to meet you."
Your government does not care about your haircut, Furman, but I do. It's a chat.
Thank you. I got too hyped on like our popularity off the last video. We almost made it to 50 views.
Yeah. Almost. But yeah, it's like unless you're that type of person, there are people out there who intrinsically care about others and like go out of their way to help people. And I think if you're that personality, you can go into a government position and help. Most of them aren't that personality.
Yeah, that's because people get into politics for the wrong fucking reason. It's not because of an altruistic standpoint. It's for the unlimited power to do what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
It's to inflict your will upon the world, which
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but that sounds insane to me.
I like the sound of it. That's why, the presidential run in 8 years
Man,
is coming.
My question is do you think that Trump's going to pull what George W. did?
The Furman's literally losing his hair on stream. Like he has a glob of it in his hand right now.
Yeah, chemotherapy's a bitch. They told me I was going to turn into a Hulk. Apparently, I'm just going to shrink a tumor. It's fucking garbage.
Adlace is saying you kind of look like Tom Cruise with those aviators, but a sick and slightly twisted version.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
He used to be a Top Gun. Well, not an actual Top Gun, but the guy working on Top Gun's plane.
Yeah, we used to call ourselves Bullets. Me, myself, I felt more like a magazine fella, honestly.
Yeah.
Got nowhere to put this. I'm sorry.
Just put it in that. Put it in the tray. But yeah.
What I wouldn't do for the viewers. This is for you at home, guys.
It's crazy times. So what do you think's coming next? What's the next big Trump thing? Because he's won. He's won the election now. He's president. He signed some executive orders. What's the next drop?
Mass deportation of AI users.
Well, he's already committed to assisting an AI organization.
Yeah, I know. It's all the unregistered ones.
Okay.
It's going to be like people that are using the free version of ChatGPT. You can get the fuck out of here.
So no more free AI use.
Yeah. Quick question, by the way. Do we count robots that are built in another part of the world as illegals? Should we?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
As in we shouldn't count them, or we aren't doing it yet?
We shouldn't count them, no, but we aren't doing it yet.
But they're coming over here and taking our jabs.
So we got back up to the Fauci pardon. What do you still got to say about the Fauci pardon? I'm curious.
Hit us with them Fauci facts.
And Eli's saying he's gonna actually finish the wall now that he's got the team to back him. And Eli, since you're back in the chat, could you plug our email, please? 2bro pushing pod or something to that effect at Gmail.
Yeah, it's not the Yahoo account, so
It. Yeah, we don't discuss that one.
well, that's the only one that we use for the hub. So
Yeah. Well, you.
Well, yeah. Thanks for letting me, piggyback using your license.
Okay, Eli's already plugged it. Some of our chats don't show up for some reason. Oh, why do you need to be pardoned if you've done nothing wrong? Okay, I just think that
Just in case.
just in case.
Just in case. Commit a war crime, start an epidemic. We've all been there. We need a little grace window.
Yeah, 2bro. But yeah, in the political climate of America, it does make sense to me to pardon yourself, even if you've done nothing wrong. We're getting crazy. Things are getting crazy.
Well, I get the Joe Biden son pardon. I don't approve it, but I get it. Which I don't know why he held out so long to do it, though.
Yeah.
That's where.
Well, I think he waited till last second so that plans couldn't already be in place. I don't know. It's kind of like,
Gotcha.
you can scrap those plans.
See, I wonder though, Can a president unpardon someone? Because I would love for Trump to come in and be like,
That would be hilarious.
Fauci.
A presidential unpardon.
Come on, buddy. Come on, Fauci. Come here. Come here. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. You're not getting away with it.
Yeah. The pardoning is getting out of hand. Speaking of pardoning, interested in you guys' thoughts if you know who this is. Don't know the last name, but there's a guy named Ross who got pardoned yesterday, and it's kind of a big deal to a lot of people. This is the guy who founded the Silk Road.
Oh, Mr. Drug Man.
Yeah. Now, if you don't know what the Silk Road is, it was an online marketplace that came up like 10 years ago or something. You could buy drugs online. You could buy other things too.
Like a wife.
But it was kind of the start of crypto in a way, because basically if you bought something off the site, you use cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of nuance about his story. I thought it was kind of weird for him to get a pardon because I didn't know it too well. But one of the craziest things about this guy's story, okay, he made this marketplace. Government didn't like it. That's to be expected. They hit this guy with 2 life sentences and 40 years.
And 40?
And 40 years on top of it.
So you die, you reincarnate, you serve another life sentence, and then you got 40 years on top? That's
and so,
bullshit.
but you know the meme, never kill yourself? He just embodied it. Imagine you're spending 2 life sentences and 40 years in prison, and then just because the president of the United States changes, you're free. Just instantly.
Could you just fucking imagine the look on his face? Like, the guards come in, all right, you're getting out. What? No, I've got like 2 more of these to go. No, you're good. But I was implicit in drug sales that records, like records can't even track. Like, I'm basically El Chapo. Nah. We need the cell.
And that's why a life sentence truly is never necessarily a life sentence, because you got to think there's a couple outcomes that could happen. Let's say you're serving a life sentence and then America collapses, or like somebody bombs America and then all the prisons are just like completely destitute and all anarchy breaks out. Then you're a free man again.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's where we should be scoping some of our vets too. It's just like, hey, you like murdering people, right?
Yeah.
We can help you with that. You just gotta follow the rules to do it, okay?
So let's talk about Barron Trump.
Barron Trump?
Barron. You know, Trump's youngest kid.
Oh, I thought he had a pet bear. All right. So yeah.
That's the really tall one.
Oh.
You know, the super tall.
Oh yeah, Mr. 9'5".
And there's a lot of talk online about he's gonna be president one day. He's gonna be the next like leader of the U.S. He's got presidential qualities.
Being tall as fuck.
Yada yada. And I'm like, okay, I like Barron. He seems cool, but the amount of unnecessary dick riding is insane. He legitimately has a single like claim to fame, and it's being a giant. Like, if that doesn't tell you superficial values are 80% of what matters, nothing will. Like, Americans like, oh, we can't find a president who yada yada. But, hey, this guy's tall. Guys, he's tall and white.
My God. That's all we need in a president. Hi, guys.
We've never heard him like really talk. Like, I have heard him talk, but he could be the most awkward, dense person of all time. We don't know how awkward he might be.
I'm just imagining that guy off Family Guy, the one with the little fucking hat, fucking Oopie, I think his name is. Barron, what do you want to do about the oil crisis?
So he strikes me as from the body language I've seen, as awkward. And now he's young and he can definitely mature and turn into a presidential figure, and he looks cool. But I'm wagering Barron Trump is highly awkward.
I would put money on it because, like, the first thing out of anybody's mouth is not like, "Hey, Baron, how's your day going?" It's like, "Your dad fucked this country relentlessly."
You can take this to the bank. The moment Barron starts speaking publicly more, he's gonna lose his aura points. I just know it.
I think that he's just trying to play the "Notice Me, Senpai" game with America. Oh, don't notice me. I'm just in the back. Oh, please don't.
So speaking of racism and tall whites,
Oh, yuck.
I will say I'm really annoyed at the tall white factor. It does piss me off. It's because I once saw this Asian guy on TikTok who made a bunch of money working for Netflix and retiring young, talking about how in his 20 years in corporate America, he come to realize what really matters when it comes to moving up in a company is being tall and white. You don't have to be that skilled. You don't have to be the best performer. But if you're tall and white, your odds are in your favor. And we're not short. We're not super tall. But I've done my fair share of going to companies, talking with people, meeting with other businesses, yada, yada. And I can tell you, the likelihood when you start talking to a decision maker that it's a tall white dude is like 60 fucking %.
Dude, I can just imagine every fucking CEO board just like having a row of tall fucking dudes just sitting in there. By the way, what does that mean for Jeff Bezos? Okay, like think about that. Like, dude's what, 5'9"?
He's not that. I don't know how tall he is. He's not that short though. But Elon Musk is like 6'2". Trump's like 6'2" or 3". They're tall guys.
Well, I mean, Joe Rogan's like 4 foot nothing, but he's still he's climbed.
Of course, you've got your exceptions, but I'm saying I do think it's an insane advantage.
Well, I mean, when people want to throw their underpants at you, yeah, it kind of helps. Like, I would hate to go up for a jail sentence being an ugly motherfucker because, like, there was a dude. What was it, like 4 or 5 years ago? Goes to prison, takes his mug shot, and it's like Vogue. It's like, oh. And then all of a sudden, he gets a fucking modeling career. He got away with. He went to jail for murder, I think.
Yeah.
Or like punching a grandma. It was something fucking bad. And all of them were like, you know what? But that bone structure, though.
Well, there is a reason, Eli, they call Barron the expert. He's a tactician. He is a tactician. He used to wear a t-shirt called with the words "the expert" on it.
Oh, I bet he's that 10th dentist that doesn't like crest.
So yeah. In the future, we'll all be tall and white.
Yuck.
Yeah.
See, I always thought, like, if we combined everybody around the world, we just end up kind of like tan.
Yeah.
And like shorter. Is America one of the taller countries or one of the shorter countries?
We're one of the taller.
Who's the tallest, do you think?
I want to say it's the Netherlands is the tallest.
Netherlands is white people, isn't it?
Yeah. They are. It's the Netherlands. I'm like 90% sure.
Dude, that's where we got to start fielding our basketball players from.
Well, we get them from a lot of places over there.
Dude, I still couldn't believe seeing Q Ming like just sitting next to Shaq, just two tall bros. Oh, that's another one. Shaq, he's tall as fuck, and he went up in the company.
Yeah. So get your height up.
Get that surgery where they break your legs and then stretch them. It'll help you gain money later in life.
Yes, it is a returning investment. It's like a BBL for a woman.
Oh. And if you are a woman watching this, get one of those. Not because it's going to help you move up, but just so I can know that somebody else out there's got one.
Donkey punch grandma. What is that? What is that referencing? That's a chat.
I mean, that's probably what he got arrested for. I mean, I'm just saying. Just fucking bah.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, actually, a donkey punch is the ultimate back shot.
100%.
Deep thoughts out here.
It was somebody saying the average height for Dutch men is 6 feet.
Jesus Christ. That's got to be the only thing they're known for. Could you imagine being dumped as a Dutch dude because you're too short? Come to America as like 6'5".
Donkey punch grandma is referencing your story apparently. So somewhere in your mangled speech tonight, you referenced donkey punching grandma.
Well, I mean, I've said it a lot. It's a statement I stand by.
The Switch 2 was announced, and with it, a new Mario Kart is coming out.
Which is the only thing that's going to make
And
that fucker sell.
there's been some leaks of Donkey Kong's reworking. He's been redesigned, and he looks retarded.
Are we allowed to say that?
Trump signed an executive order allowing gay and retarded to be free use again.
I would pay anything to see Donkey Kong in a helmet. I would fucking...
The black part of his eyes, they made it bigger and squarer, and they put the eyes closer together.
Oh my god. Ruined. This generation's just ruining everything.
I'm going to pull up the new Donkey Kong.
Don't pull up Donkey Kong nudes. Just be careful with that. It happens more often than you think. Which, by the way, I love how they basically blocked the hub. They just cock-blocked America. Well, it's not great.
The new Donkey Kong, Chad.
It's not great. He looks chunky as fuck. Has he been hitting the Twinkies instead of bananas?
I love the word retarded. Someone in the chat says.
It's a good word. It's like fuck. It's a universally beloved word.
Yeah. Universal.
Now, universal is retarded.
Universal. Universally retarded studios.
You know what? I could see it coming out, but they're going to have a pansexual CEO that's 8 foot tall and white.
Yeah.
We're going to get so fucking canceled for this shit.
Oh, no. You can't be canceled anymore. Trump passed another executive order saying free speech can't be censored. So it's illegal now. It's illegal to cancel us.
But see, I feel like it's okay to cancel some people.
Yeah.
Like the KKK, probably.
Like Diddy.
Those ones we should let slide as a community. Just.
Yeah. What if you're committing crimes?
Oh, yeah. Well, we're always committing crimes somewhere.
That's true. When's the last time you committed a crime?
Like 2 days ago. I made the mistake of thinking that I was young,
and
I touched a marijuana.
Oh, yeah. That'll get you.
The devil's lettuce.
That'll get you.
The green stuff. And I'm telling you right now, I turned into an astronaut.
Yeah.
I was higher than bat titties.
Well, you made it through.
Yeah, when I came back into the atmosphere, this is what fucking happened. Like
same day.
Same fucking day. It was just terrible.
Yeah. So do you know what happened to your hair?
I woke up and it wasn't on my head no more.
They say if you get too high, it just starts falling out.
No fucking way. I've seen too many hippies to know that that's not true.
Yeah, man.
Oh, God, dude. I tried to not fly from my couch. I remember that. I remember thinking the floor was trying to swap places with the ceiling. I was fucked.
Hey, respect to that. Last time I broke the law was when I paid my taxes.
Hey.
I've actually, I've got a pretty expansive criminal history.
No, not somebody on this show.
Yeah. One day I'll go through the stories, but you know the list.
Oh, yeah, that one time where you flashed a cop.
There's the vandalism. There was the evading arrest. I got a roadblock for me. There was the lawsuit I had with Rolex. There was the and what's the main one?
Didn't you get like a suit from Disney because of trademarking?
Yeah, and then there was the well, I never got in trouble for that, but
well, Hooker,
the Monster Energy drink, great thievery of 2016.
It's a whole debacle, guys.
But I'm on the straight and narrow now.
Narrow.
Rolex almost owned my ass.
He came out with his own. He called it a Growlex.
But thankfully, due to my divine ability to impersonate an actual lawyer, a living one, and steal his identity, I managed to beat the case.
So are we still able to purchase a Growlex?
I managed to blacklist a $50 billion revenue company from international shipments for a couple years.
That's not bad. I mean, I just throw like ham at Warner Brothers every time we go buy it.
Yeah, I have lived. I'd like to think that I'm gonna keep living. I've recently been doing some soul searching and realized, for the first time in my life, I'm in the greatest period of peace I've ever had, and it is slowly eating me alive, little by little. And I've yet to figure out how to solve the peace issue. Because on the one hand, I'm losing my soul being in peace times. But on the other, I'm not sweating bullets and anxious and living in absolute terror.
White people problems.
Well, I think there's a statute of limitations. Eli, I looked it up. So I'm good on that case.
Well, I mean, if they never find the body, then the hooker never existed. So,
yeah.
Don't worry, we wood chippered her real good. Allegedly.
But yeah, I've had some fun times.
What?
But I need some more. A little bit less risky though.
Well, have you tried lighting hobos on fire? It always works for me.
I haven't hit that level of rich. I'm not that rich.
You're not Patrick Bateman yet.
You got to get to at least the 100 million range before the lighting hobos on fire, I think, becomes recreational.
Dude, I could just imagine Jeff Bezos just pulling out a taser, just hitting people, and then he just like whips out $1,000. Oh.
Did y'all see that movie Juror Number 2?
Ooh.
No, I didn't. What's it about?
Okay, it's about this guy in court, and he's a juror.
Number 2.
Yes.
What case and what is he doing? What's he solving?
He ain't solving. Well, he. Spoilers now for the introduction of Juror Number 2. Correct me where I'm wrong. He did a crime, and then he covers it up.
Damn, that would be crazy. But not to ignore the chat,
Damn.
I've got to reference a blast from the past.
We have gotten it blowing up in there.
I'm searching. Nope.
Uh-oh. Are we trying to see the Elon Musk Nazi? Because I kind of want to see that now. Actually, I'm gonna look that up.
Elon also said, "My heart goes out to the crowd." It wasn't like Nazi propaganda.
That's not even fucking close. Oh my god.
So you're seeing it, yeah? You show it up to the camera.
Well, my phone's really shitty, so I got it.
This is Android viewing, so we apologize in advance. There's an Apple user among this group. The Furman happens to not be yet.
Nah. This is why we formed the Big Mommy Milkers Association, is to get away from you people.
But I've had some fun with you guys tonight. A lot of fun. Probably getting ready to wrap up. If you got any comments, some questions for us, let us know. Yeah. A couple days ago, I cried myself to sleep, and I've never felt better. So now is a great time for a nice open dialogue, a nice come to Jesus moment with the chat.
Oh, yeah, dude. I love a good cry because it feels like a good dump. You just feel lighter after.
So we've got someone in the chat, a fellow Android user, saying, "Looks good enough for me." Of course you would say that.
Electric guitar sound.
You've never seen what a 60 hertz screen looks like, okay?
Womp womp. I'm sorry that he has better taste.
You leave it like that. I mean, We don't have to leave it like that. We could leave it however you want to leave it.
Yeah, hit us up. Come on.
At the end of the day, we're public servants. At least we aim to be.
During the deer, but accidentally. Oh yeah. He done did a crime.
Oh, yep.
He's a crime boy.
That sounds interesting, though. Oh, I remember people talking about it.
Yes.
I'll probably watch that.
Like, I don't know if you ever saw Renfield, but it's the main guy, Renfield, out of that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Oh, he was. Damn, he's actually coming up real fast. He's Adam Warlock, the guy from The Menu. God, he's in a lot of shit, but his titles are only like 1 or 2 long, so
Yeah.
you'll be able to tell if he's in there soon. Oh, dude, Chad, have you seen Knock at the Cabin with Batista in it and Ron Weasley?
No.
Dude.
Horror movie?
Oh, it's so fucking good. It's so good.
In the end, do they realize the knock in the cabin was the friends they made along the way?
It's the ones they lost, yeah. Lost them real fast. It's like a cast of 6 people, and then all of a sudden...
Adam Warlock is a different guy, isn't it?
Maybe?
Warlock.
Possibly. I want to say it. 1 second. Now this is going to fucking bother me.
Adam Warlock. Is that a real name?
Yeah, it's Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, yeah. So he's a comic book character.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know my comics.
The Order, Runaway Shirt. Are these his movies or are they somebody else's? What the fuck is going on with Google?
So it says, I think I'm as fucked as Furman plays the role. He keeps you pretty grounded. Great friendship there, guys. Value it. I aim to never replace it. Fortunately, Furman has found new employment recently, so he's probably going to be able to continue on the podcast.
Yeah, it was either that or clap my butt cheeks in front of the Walmart for crack money.
I do have some people in the back wing if he ever did have to depart, but fortunately, that's not going to happen. And instead of him going away, we're going to be integrating some other people on the show.
I mean, I'm hoping that they're going to be good.
Oh, they're going to be good.
So far, they've been pretty solid. Wow, he's been in a ass ton of movies. Jesus Christ. But Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is not.
No,
one
the
of them.
Warlock, the guy in Narnia was a lion, Eli. That wasn't Adam Warlock, that was a lion.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wait, was he in Narnia now? Damn it now. Fuck. Mm. He's in Superman? He's going to be in Superman.
As the Furman does his much needed research, we are getting ready to depart. Thanks for tuning in, Phil. He's playing Lex Luthor in the new Superman.
Oh, well, he's going to be better than that one nutsack. I can't remember his name. Fucking... Oh, God, this is going to bother me even worse now. Who was the last Lex Luthor? I can't remember his name. The little giddy shit. The eat a Jolly Rancher guy.
I'm going to run for mayor of this town.
Will you finally get me the answers I seek?
Yes, I'm going to run for mayor.
Sick.
Yep.
Then you can finally put something out here to fucking do. Our highlight of our town is going to the Walmart at 8 o'clock and no later because it closes.
They're on a, yeah. This sickness sucks. I'm glad your video is dark. Hey, we aim to bring the light, but there is no light without dark. So
we're just proud to have you guys on here.
Hey, we got a suggestion.
Ooh, what we got?
The next week I should bring a curling iron and do Furman's hair.
If I have any left.
We could do that.
You know, if you guys...
We could curl each other's hair.
You know what? Actually...
Curly hours.
This is something that I was going to bring off the podcast, but since we're talking about suggestions for next episode, my sister's got one of those maternity ward testers.
What is a maternity ward tester?
It, shocks the living fuck out of you.
Oh.
So, if we can go ahead and get enough viewers, for every 50 viewers, we will increase it, and I will let You guys decide when to turn it off.
All right, guys. Stay in the light.
And remember, stay positive, test negative.
Damn. These thick
Like the kids do.